Live from the Sky 72 Ocean Course, it's the second round action of the HANA Financial Group Championship. Hello, everyone. This is Mike Kim coming to you live from Sky 72 Golf Resort Ocean Course near Incheon Airport. Par 72, playing one of the most difficult conditions with a cool temperature and the wind starting to pick up a little bit as we had advertised. Yesterday was a very, very benign and calm weather condition, but not today as the players are faced with a very difficult condition. And the scores are certainly reflecting that the top leaderboards have not been moved that much, but we've seen some surprise leaders coming up on the top of the leaderboard. But let's take a look at some of the notable pairings. Ji-sun Kang and Daeyeon Lee, who got on in 2 on the 18th hole for an easy birdie on the par 5. Playing along with Seromi Kim, they teed off at 10-10 this morning. And Minji Park playing along with Song Yeon and Eun Choi. And Minji Park, keep an eye on that lady. She is currently our leader at 6 under par. They teed off at 10-20 this morning. And Narinan, who played very well yesterday, and also Min-sun Kim 5, a veteran on the KLPGA Tour, playing along with Ming Choi, who has done very well last week as well as today. And 10:30 was their starting time this morning. And Han Sol-ji, another veteran on the KLPGA Tour, playing along with Sejin Park and Woo-jung Kim at 10:40 this morning. And they are now on the 12th hole. And Hana Jang, as well as Jeongeun Ko, playing along, our overnight leader at 4 under par. And Hejin Choi is trying to stay right with him. And they teed off at 10:50 and has made a turn to the 10th hole. And we will follow them from the 10th hole. HANA Financial Group Championship at Sky 72, one of the more notable tournaments, and offers probably the biggest prize money, 1.5 billion won, with the prize money of winner's prize money at 300 million won. So a lot at stake at this tournament, and there you see the 9th green, also the 18th green as well. And look at the leaderboard. Minji Park is 6 under par, and she is red hot. Had 4 birdies in the front 9. Par of the 10th hole, has moved on to the 11th hole. Hana Jang, our overnight leader, is right there. But Arim Kim, who shot 6 under par and has climbed in the first page of the leaderboard. And Soyeon Roo, a 3 under par, 300, so only 3 shots out of the lead. And let's take you right to the action at the 10th hole, where we find Hana Jang, our overnight leader, but currently a 1 shot out of the lead from Minji Park. Hana Jang won last week down at Jeju at Pink's golf course. Has won 7 out of the 13 wins right in the fall season. So she really loves to play in the fall season. And no doubt about it, with that beautiful tee shot, just splitting the fairway right in the middle. And as you see, just as yesterday, the players quickly putting on the thick padding to keep themselves warm. And today, been overcasted. Players not only fighting a very difficult condition on the course, but also a difficult setup, but also a cool temperature, and the wind is kicking up a little bit, especially in the back 9. So we'll see how these players will fare. But both Hejin Choi and Hana Jang having no problem with the 10th fairway, and almost sitting directly next to each other. Hejin lost another shot on the 9th hole after finding the greenside bunker. Was not able to save a par. Jeongeun Ko had a very disappointing double bogey, A very costly double bogey in the 9th hole, has now found herself 4 shots out of the lead. It doesn't look like she has had any problem with that tee shot. And keeping pace with her playing partners. Sky 72 Ocean Course has been the host of a number of LPGA tournaments, also sponsored by HANA Financial Group for many years. Is now the host side of the HANA Financial Group Championship, part of the KLPGA Tour. Here's our leader, Minji Park. Good looking swing, and wow, what a shot that is. And finds herself in an excellent birdie opportunity to go 7 under. And look out, she could run away from the rest of the field. Delicate chip shot coming up for Sejin Park on the 10th hole. It'll be a downhill. Got to be very careful not to run it past the hole too much. And looks like almost used the chipping. And again, with the severe downhill, was not able to get that ball closer to the hole, and she will have a sizable par putt coming up. All right, so Yeon just lurking around at the top of the leaderboard. This is coming up for her 3rd shot. May have had issues with her 2nd shot. And using that slope very nicely, but still coming up well short of the hole. And we'll have another, a very delicate par putt coming up. All right, this is Han Seo-ji. Straight uphill birdie putt. Distance control will be a key. Just sliding by, and that's a good putt for her. Still only 3 shots out of the lead. Takes a lot of patience to stay and wait for that opportunity to get the birdie, especially on this ocean course in a very difficult condition. Greens seems to be getting harder and faster as the round goes by. And Jeongeun needs to get back on the right track with a back-to-back bogey on 7th, 8th, and 9th. And this will be a nice way to get a shot back. About a 12-footer going straight up. This is for birdie. Oh, just didn't have enough speed. And at the last second, just veers off to the left, and that would be a disappointing result. Currently 3 over par for the day. Still not out of it yet. Needs to get back into the right track. And now Yeon, critical par putt coming up for her. Oh, nice. Very well done. She won once this year already. Had to wait a long time to win for the first time in her career last year. Again, not able to save the par after a very difficult downhill chip. We'll go back to our leader, looking to take 2-shot lead over the rest of the field. Minji Park for birdie to go 7 under. sliding by, and may have read a little too much break on that. Unblemished record for Ming Park, similar to what Jeongeun had yesterday. Had 4 birdies in the front. But Jeongeun, after the post-round interview, had mentioned that she had to wait too long making that turn over the 10th hole to play and may have cooled her off. And speaking of Jeongeun, right there, getting ready for her second shot. And that's exactly where Jeongeun Park was. She will also be faced with a very difficult chip shot. Jeongeun playing alongside with Hana Jang and Hyun Choi. Hyun will go next, currently leading the order of merit on the KLPGA Tour. Excellent shot. That is a great shot for Hyun to bounce back from after a disappointing bogey on the 9th hole to get back to the 3 under par. A lot of players and fans know Hana Jang is long off the tee, but she is also very good with her iron game. Let's see what she can do here. And that's another good shot, giving herself a straight uphill putt to climb back into the tie for the lead with Ming Park, who has made the turn to the 12th hole par 3. Our final group coming up on the 10th. And Min Choi, also a 3 under par on the 11th hole, for getting ready for her second shot. Play a little downwind. And looking very good, judging that speed of the green. And distance control was just absolutely perfect. 99 coming up for her second shot, playing along with Min Choi. meters, about 106 yards. Has also decided to come from the left side of the pin, and it's also a very good shot. So everybody taking dead aim at this pin position on 11th, very accessible on the left far corner. Here's our leader, Ming Park. That is a very, very good shot. Looking at the stats yesterday, notice that the 12th hole was the 9th hardest hole, rated at 3.1. Let's see what kind of shot she has elected to go with. It's completely straight downhill. Just a touch shot here. It's going to take a very, very soft hand. Oh! It hits the pin and then just runs away. And it just shows you how much downhill that she was faced with. Now coming up with another difficult par putt. She's in danger of losing 3 shots in just 2 holes. Her caddy, David Brooker from the States, who used to caddy for Grace Park at one time. Birdie for 99. And has done nicely. So she has had 3 birdies with bogeys. Back-to-back bogey on the 4th and 5th. Staying right there, only 2 shots out of the lead. Minsun Kim 5 getting ready for birdie. But let's go back to the 10th hole. Jeongeun Ko for par. Oh, nicely done. So she knew that she couldn't give away any more shots. And a very disappointing double bogey on the 9th hole. May have tried to be a little bit too finesse with her shot off the left side from the rough. Wasn't able to make it on the green, and just like that, she gave away 2 shots to the field and 2 under for the day, 2 under for the tournament, and 2 over for the day. Hana Jeong trying to claim first place along with Minji Park with this birdie here. Oh, and she's done it. So now to share the lead. And as we saw last week, she is very, very confident. Just exuding with the confidence in her swing and her putt. Her playing partner, Hyun, with an excellent second shot, giving herself a rather short putt, but still giving a lot of respect, taking plenty of time to make sure that she sets herself up right. All right, this is for birdie. We'll have a little break to the right to left. Oh, was trying to break toward the left side, but was able to catch the left edge. So nice bounce back, getting right back to 3 under par where she started. This is our Minji Park, our co-leader on the 12th. Well, I tell you, she is firing on all cylinders. Her shots, chip shots, tee shots, putting, everything is just really working well. And that's one of the reasons why she is currently at the top of the leaderboard with Hana Jeong. And we're seeing some birdies here in the 11th hole. So let's see what the final group will do as Choi walks away with a beautiful birdie. Gyeong finished in top 10 3 times this year. This is the 17th tournament on the KLPGA schedule. Let's take a look at the leaderboard once again. Hana Jeong tied with Minji Park at 6 under par. And Choi at 9 on, and Arim Kim, who shot 6 under par, is now in a tie for 3rd place with Choi right behind them. And Jeongeun Ko 2 over par, but look out. She will continue to try to make up the field, and let's come back and stay with us as we continue to bring you the Hana Financial Group Championship 2nd round action from Sky 72 Ocean Course. Stay with us. And we'd like to welcome you back to the Sky 72 Ocean Course, where the HANA Financial Group Championship Round 2 action is continuing. And we find our co-leader, Hana Jeong, at the 11th hole tee box after a nice birdie on the 10th hole to climb back in the top of the leaderboard. Might have caught the right edge, but rolls it right in the middle fairway, and Hana Jeong is just red hot. We find Hana Jeong having a very good conversation with the caddy, just communicating every time she hits her shot, talking about the shot, analyzing it. Hyun Choi also had a very good birdie on the 10th hole to get a bounce back after a disappointing bogey on the 9th. She has been absolutely perfect with the tee shot. Let's see if she could make it 9 out of 9. And it never fails. The moment you mention about being perfect with the tee shot, that's when you hit it into rough. But that should not be any problem for her. Another a veteran and #1 player in the world making that tough par putt on the 10th hole. Is currently at 2 under par for the tournament, but 2 over today after that very disappointing double bogey on the 9th hole. No problem with that tee shot, and everybody is trying to find a way to get into a very comfortable zone for their second shot onto the green. The 11th hole has yielded quite a few birdies today. 11th hole also playing 7th, the easiest hole yesterday. Let's go to the 12th, and Narinan getting ready for her shot. And that shape of the green will definitely push everything away from the hole, and we'll have a delicate chip shot coming back, and similar to where Minji Park, our co-leader, was. So that should not be an issue as she'd be chipping uphill. Now Yoon Ho coming up for a birdie. Definitely scaring the hole. Sponsored by the title sponsor of this tournament. Has already announced that she will be retiring at the end of this tournament. So this Financial Group Championship will be a swan song for her. But as she finished 1 under par, she has definitely comfortably made the cut line. At one time was at 5 over par. With 2 players dropping out today, we have 93 players on the field. We'll go back to the 13th par 3. Ming going with a 7-iron rather than 6-iron for the rest of the field. And that ball will run away from the hole with a big slope. And that will just roll off completely. There's also a false front almost. So be a sizable putt coming up. But she's been playing very good. Hyoju Kim finished at 1 over par yesterday. Has shaved off 2 shots. Another birdie opportunity, and don't count this lady out. Just wasn't able to hold that line. We're remained at 1 under par for the tournament, but stays right there. So moving day coming up tomorrow. 3 birdies with a bogey. That number 3 hole has been a nemesis for her as she double bogeyed yesterday. So she gave away 3 shots on that par 3 third hole with a water hazard on the right. Has been an issue for her, but let's see what she can do tomorrow. Now back to the 11th hole fairway. Second shot coming up for Jeongeun. Needs to get a little closer. May have put just a little too much spin on that shot. Playing completely downwind. Edging Choi out of the rough. One thing she has done very well is the distance control out of the rough. Taking a huge swing, and that ball will continue to run away and will stay right there. So she'll have a rather decent birdie opportunity, but look where Jeongeun has ended up. Almost 30 yards in front of the rest of her playing partners. And just the way she swings the club. And just coming down, that ball strike is so good. She's always been such a good ball striker. All right, Ming Choi, this is going to be a long birdie opportunity. Would be good to just walk away with a par with 2 putts. Let's see whether she's been able to negotiate the distance control. And as expected, it's just hard to see that straight uphill grain running against you on this particular green. Rather overcasted weather here. Sky 72 Ocean Course. All right, 99 off the green. Going straight uphill. Let's see if she can get aggressive and get that ball closer to the hole. Oh! Not only did she get that ball closer to the hole, she said, why not put it in? So on a back-to-back basis, she has gone birdie on 11-12. Seventeenth hole, par 3. Long birdie opportunity and just sliding by for Hyun, who hails from Jeju Island. Is currently 2nd place for Rookie of the Year award. Point behind Head-On Yu, who has already won once. Defended her title down in Jeju. Who played on to the tournament last year where as a sponsor exemption spot. Going up the hill, may break from right to left a little bit. Her caliber, definitely makeable. Let's see what she can do here. I don't think she's hit it hard enough to keep that line, and she'll have that for a par. Jin Choi playing along with #1 player in the world and Hana Jang. If you follow the LPGA Tour, You should be very familiar with these two players. But Choi, who won 5 awards last year, won 5 times, is one of the top players that KLPGA has to show for. There's our co-leader on the par 5 13th hole. Ming par for their third shot. It is an excellent shot given the fact that pin position is in very precarious position. You don't want to go too far to the right. Birdie for Jeongeun. And everybody tends to be missing to the left edge, including Ming Park, who had a little closer putt than Jeongeun did. And she'll remain a 2 under par for the tournament. Just trying to stay patient. And Jeongeun talking to her caddy, asking whether it was a downhill putt and with a little bit of side hill lie. And again, this tournament playing without the benefit of the gallery, so for us, we're actually able to hear what the caddy's conversation with the players. So it does help a little bit what they're looking at. There'll be a left to right break from her advantage. Oh, and I think she's done a marvelous job. So she has now taken a 1-shot lead over Ming Park and is trying to run away from the field. Back-to-back birdie for Jeongeun. All right, par 5, 13, Song-hee on. This is about as good a position to come in to this green with her third shot. Oh, then she has taken advantage of that, so she will have another good opportunity for a birdie to go 3 under par for the tournament, 4 shots out of the lead. Oh, walks it in. So Ming got a great putting touch for going today. All right, setting Hyun, getting ready for her par on the 17th hole, par 3. Nicely done, walks away, heading toward the final hole for the tournament for her today. Par 5, another good opportunity for her to potentially shave another stroke off. Let's quickly take a look at the leaderboard. Jeongeun, after that back-to-back birdie on the 10th and 11th hole, has climbed into sole possession of the top of the leaderboard. And Ming Park, 4 under par for the day and 6 under for the tournament, with nutting on right behind Ming Park. So everybody is keeping this leaderboard tight. And Daeyeon Lee also 2 under par. Don't count this lady out, who lost the tournament to Jeongeun after a very painful birdie miss on the 18th hole, and Jeongeun overtaking her, becoming the inaugural tournament champion last year. Now let's take a look at some of the earlier highlights of the second round action. Par 4, Hyun Choi, long birdie opportunity. And reading that downhill perfectly. Drop it in for a birdie at that time. Par 5, 5th hole, Minji Park. This is where she got really hot. So after a birdie on the second hole, or the more difficult par 4 on the ocean course. All smiles for Minji Park so far going today, and Hana Jeong also has some reason to smile. Oh, and that was one of those putts that just was an all-around good putt. Took a full lap before dropping into the hole. Par 3, 8th hole. Also Minji Park after that excellent tee shot. Had no problem with that putt. So back-to-back birdie, 7th and 8th. And 9th hole playing very tough for the field. And look at this putt. Bending and bending her back definitely may have helped her dropping that putt. 99 also only 2 shots out of the lead currently. Look at this huge break by Soyeon Roo and made it. Soyeon won the Korea Women's Open this year. This is a shot that Jeongeun is just kicking herself. You cannot get too greedy with the shot, trying to get that ball close. Pulled it, dropped the club immediately after she hit her shot. And from here, was not able to get that ball on the green. And went downhill thereon for Jeongeun. Ended up with a double bogey. Wasn't able to save a bogey on this putt. Costly mistake for our #1 player in the world, Jeongeun. So on a back-to-back mistake with the second shot, but also with her third shot. And Hyun coming out of the greenside bunker also wasn't able to save a par. And dropped a shot there, but Hana Jeong less than 90 yards with her second shot on the 11th hole. And read the speed and the break beautifully, catching that right edge. 7 under par, and Hana Jeong is our current leader in the second round action of the Hana Financial Group Championship over Minji Park at 99 5 under. And once again, Arim Kim out of nowhere, 6 under par today, and finished at 4 under par for the tournament and is right there. Minji Park try to go back on top of the leaderboard along with Hana Jeong. Bit of a downhill, side hill birdie putt. And has she hit it hard enough? Just coming up a few inches short. Still displaying some really good putting touch today. This is Sejin Park for birdie on the difficult par 3 12th. Should break right to left on her. Oh, May have hit it just a little bit too hard. All right, veteran Song Yeon. And drops it in for 3 under for the tournament. Getting into a red number for the tournament today. 3 birdies with with 2 bogeys. All right, no problem for Minji Park to save a par there to remain shot out of the lead of Hana Jeon. Straight uphill putt for Han Sol-ji. All right, staying at level par for the tournament and for the day, and she is really staying patient, waiting for that opportunity to get hot. All right, everybody in this group has finished the 12th hole, making a turn over to the par 5 13th. And our final group will be getting ready for their tee shot on the 12th par 3. Hana Jeong looking to go birdie on a back-to-back-to-back basis. Nice tee shot there. Now needs to get over that and stay there. Otherwise, that ball will just continue to trickle away from the hole. Will it stay up? And I think she's been fortunate to be able to stay up there. We saw Ming Choi hitting about the same spot on that green, the 12th hole, and ball just running away from you. All right, this is Hyun Choi. Jeongeun was able to get a shot back on the 10th hole. Elected to go with a 7-iron here. May have lost it to the right. That may not come up and stay up, and that will run away from you. So both players, Hana Jeong and Hyun Choi, finding the right side of the green. Let's see if what Jeongeun can do. Needs to find the rhythm. Got to get something going here. Also selected to go with the 7-iron. And that did not seem like a good contact. The moment she hit it, she was looking down and looking at her club. So Jeongeun definitely struggling to find her form. Go and find Ming Choi with her 3rd shot. A rather sizable 3rd shot, about 150 yards coming out of the rough. Let's see if she can hold the green with this shot. And comes up just short of the green. And I think she should be very fortunate to find herself there. 99. About 104 yards. Oh, and that I think is a pretty good result from where she was. Was trying to protect herself from not going too far, especially coming out of that first cut. So Yeon on the 16th hole. That confident swing. See where she is, and she says, "Be good," and has. Sliding past the hole, and she will have a rather delicate downhill putt for birdie to go 3 under par. Somi Lee for her third shot. And that ball continued to come toward the hole, and that will be a beautiful birdie opportunity for Somi Lee, judging that distance perfectly coming out of the rough. Setting Hyun also from a similar position. And also a very good result for Setting. All right, Jeongeun Ko. Rather unfamiliar position for a #1 player in the world. Has already said that she will be making this tournament the final tournament to play on the Korean tour. Will be heading back to the States to get ready to play on the LPGA schedule and getting ready for the U.S. Women's Open in December. And ball coming up way short. Just not able to find her rhythm for the day. All right, Ming Choi off the green on the 13th, par 5. Rather disappointing result for Ming Choi. She's done very well so far in the first and second round with her short game, but certainly had trouble with that green. Back to 12th hole, par 3. Looks like Hyun Choi will go first. Hyun does take a lot of time getting ready for her shot. Where Hyun is, Hana could definitely get a little bit of read off of Hyun Choi's putt. Hana is not watching though. All right, this is for birdie to go 4 under par. You get within 3 shots of our leader, Hana Jang. I don't know where she was going with that putt. That did not even come close. That's definitely an unforced error on part of Hyun. Bit uncharacteristic of Hyun Choi's caliber. Go back to the 13th hole for 99. Not much break there, and has she hit it hard enough? Yeah, with that pin position today, I think she'll be just satisfied with walk away with a par. 2 under par. on a very difficult condition. Should be very happy with that result so far. Hana Jeong. And look at this. Was not going to come up short. Coming straight up the hill and hit it hard enough, but maybe hit it too much. Never the type to back down, and has given a lot of excitement to the fans and the viewers. Well, in the Gyeong Coast camp, there's not much to laugh about. Still, this has been a rather repeated circumstances for her, as she was faced with a very difficult par putt, which she made to remain at 2 under par, and now another difficult par putt coming up. And gives away yet another shot. Now she is 3 over par for the tournament. So our overnight leader, along with Hana Jeong after the first round, is quickly falling away from the top of the leaderboard. 6 shots out of Hana Jeong's 7 under. Now So-Yeon Roo, after that excellent second shot, downhill and may have misread the break. You knew that it was a very delicate downhill putt. Got to be kicking herself for missing that opportunity, but still was a very difficult birdie putt downhill. But Hyun also has a slightly downhill birdie putt coming up. That was straight all the way. Hyun finishes her round for the day and will make her way to the clubhouse with 3 under par for the tournament. Now Minji Park, our leader a few holes ago, now 1 shot out of Hana Jeong. And this is one of the more difficult holes, the par 4, 14th. It was rated as the hardest hole yesterday, and it was rated average 4.6, almost played as a par 5. 365 meters going straight up the hill into the wind. Now with that pin position today, it might be just a little more accessible than yesterday. 10 paces up from the front edge, 8 paces from the left edge. Thirteen-year veteran on the KLPGA Tour, Jeongeun. And that is a complete miss club. Ball just running away from that, and that's going to be an incredibly difficult third shot coming up for him. Edging Choi needs to aim that left edge and hit hard enough. And I'll tell you, all the misses that she's had yesterday and today has been just not able to hit hard enough to take that break out. All right, Hana Jeong, unlike her playing partners, This is to remain at 7 under and a sole possession of the lead. Well done, Hannah. All right, Somi Lee with the birdie on the 18th hole. And just losing that golden opportunity for a birdie to go 2 under par for the tournament. All right, we'll look at the leaderboard again. Hana Jeong is 7 under par, 3 under for the day. And Minji Park right behind her at 6 under par, keeping it steady at 4 under par for the day and 6 under par for the tournament. And 7, 6, 5. We're starting to lose a few people, but still, this is really becoming a great race. Our leader at par 5, 13th hole with her tee shot. Looking right and has found herself in this rather awkward stance. Side hill, right side. May have been trying to bring the ball from right to left, but lost it too far out to the right. Now Hyun, who tried to make some swing changes, which caused her a bit of confusion, and has decided to go back to her old swing, and not happy with that shot either, and may have also lost it out to the right, but I don't think there should be an issue. Finds herself on the right edge of the fairway. All right, Jeongeun, he's to ridership right here. Has given away 3 shots today, 3 over for the day. And that looks like a very good tee shot. And this is one of the holes that you really cannot get there in 2. In fact, many of the par 5s here at Ocean Course for the ladies, very difficult to get there in 2, except Yeon Lee on the 18th hole was able to get there in 2 and tap in for easy birdie. Now Minji Park faced with a rather delicate chip shot. Put a lot of spin, but still runs away. This is one of the reasons why the 14th hole was the hardest hole yesterday. Rated number 1 in terms of difficulty level. The second hardest hole yesterday was the 16th, par 4. So 14, 15, 16, these 3 holes, they need to be very careful. Oh, this is a beautiful shot, just sliding by the hole, and all right, Song Yeon from the backside of the green on the 14th. She'll need to flop that shot, and that's exactly what we were afraid of. Yeah, she definitely missed the ball where she could not possibly miss with the pin position like that today. Now we'll go to the 17th, par 3. So Yeon Roo, long birdie attempt. think from that distance, she would be content with just a par. Did not play well last week at Jeju Island. Yeon, who resides in Dallas when she is playing on the LPGA Tour, has decided to remain in Korea due to the COVID-19 pandemic, has skipped the KPMG LPGA Championship, but had a very memorable moment as she won the Korea Women's Open. She played at Bears Best a couple months ago. Jeongeun, after an excellent tee shot, trying to get herself into a good position for third shot. Taking that very aggressive line. Trying to take a shortcut to get as close to the hole as possible. With the 13th pin position, only 7 pace from the front edge and 4 pace, just 4 pace from the right edge. So not a whole lot of space to miss, as we've seen a lot of players coming up either short. So Hannah Jeong taking a hybrid club out of the rough. Let's see what kind of line she has drawn. Taking a mighty cut and may have gone way left. And settles in, but I don't think that should be too difficult of a shot for her. So quickly looking at her yardage book to figure out exactly where she needs to be and how much she has left for her third shot. Hyun Choi also needs to take advantage of these par 5. After that disappointing bogey on the 12th hole, par 3. All right, Song Yeon, long par putt coming up to remain at 3 under. A good try for her. And will fall back to 2 under for the tournament. May have decided to go ahead and putt out. So Song Yeon falling victim to yet another victim to the 14th hole, a difficult par 4. Let's go to the 18th. Sohee Kim. Break, needs to break, and I think she's done it. Excellent birdie putt for her. So 2 bogeys in the front, 2 birdies in the back. Level par for the tournament. Still in a good position to at least make some moves tomorrow. All right, Hyun Choi has finally selected her second shot. Hyun, one of the more deliberate player on the KLPGA Tour. Sky 72 Ocean Course is the public golf course, so players, a lot of amateur players, really love this golf course. Challenging, difficult Nicklaus design golf course. And Minji Park with a beautiful par saving putt to remain a 6 under par. So Minji has no problem with those lengthy par putts. And let's take a look at the leaderboard. Again, Hana Jang all alone at 7 under par in the first place, with Minji Park, who just made that excellent par putt to remain at 6 under par. And Serin Hyun, who finished 3 under par for the tournament, 4 under today, has made it onto the first page of the leaderboard. And Jeongeun Ko having a disappointing day, tied for 12th. We'll be back after these messages. Stay with us. And welcome back to the second round action of HANA Financial Group Championship. Mike Kim with you as we bring you the live action from the Sky 72 Ocean Course. We have a number 1 player in the world, Jeongeun Ko, playing along with Hana Jang, who is currently at the top of the leaderboard at 7 under par, who has just been red hot. But so has Minji Park, also in the second position at 6 under par for the tournament. And the final group has made their way onto the 13th hole par 5. Let's pick them up right there, getting ready for their third shot. And this is Hana Jang. Will be faced with about 100 yards, maybe 110 yards. Out of the rough. Let's see if she's hit it hard enough. Comes up short, but that may not be a bad position because she will have an uphill chip shot coming up. You don't want to go beyond the hole, and then that is a lot of trouble in that area. Hyun Choi has taken the drop with her stance, getting in the cart path. All right, she has made her drop. And even though it's in the rough, I don't think that should be an issue for Hyun. But let's go to the 14th, par 4. And Ming Choi with her second shot coming up. Keeping it very steady at 4 under par, just 3 shots out of the lead. Looking pretty good, staring it down. And just make it on the green, but that's going to be a difficult par putt, birdie putt coming up. All right, Hyun. Bit on the side hill. All right, looks like a bit of a punch shot. And not a bad shot, but now let's see what kind of lie she has drawn. So out of the 3, Jeongeun is probably in the best position. This is exactly where Yeon was. Let's see if Jeongeun is able to take advantage of beautiful position coming in. Nicely done. So very similar putting position to what Minji Park had just a little while ago. 99. Also with a hybrid club. As we said, 365 meters, but this is straight uphill, playing almost about 420 yards, maybe more with the wind in their face. You really can't come out of that swing. And she may have gone too far left, and that is not where you want to be. If anything, you may want to come up short, just like what Minji Park did. Now, Minji made an excellent par putt to save herself from falling back. And Hana Jang off the green. Decided to go with a bump and run, and has made it. Chipped it in for a birdie to go 8 under. 3 birdies in the last 4 holes. Wow. So she has now taken 2 shots, lead over Minji Park. Dropped it in front of the green and just rolled it in. Still laughing. So all smiles in the Hana Jang camp. Let's go to the 15th, par 4, Minji Park. Comes up way short, and that pins in the top plateau. And that is going to be a difficult putt coming up, not only to negotiate the distance, but also the break going up the hill, and will break considerably. Hyun Look how delicate she hit that shot and comes up well short. It's one of the reasons why a lot of players have elected to either go left or right or short of the pin, but just not go over the pin and back of the green, because they know that they have a downhill putt coming up or chip. All right, Jeongeun needs to make something happen to turn her around. Downhill, not much break to the right. Oh, in fact, it broke to the left. It may have hit it too hard. Still looking for that first birdie in the back nine. So after that front nine yesterday in the first round, it has not really been going her way. Jane needs to guard herself to make sure walk away with a par here to remain at 2 under par for the tournament. All right, no doubt about that one, and she's 1 over for the day. So difficult 14th hole coming up for our final group, and not it on. First shot. Ooh, look at this. Beautiful shot. Great touch by Nadinan. Didn't know she had that shot in her bag. Whenever you can walk away with a par on the 14th, you may have gained a shot over the rest of the field. All right, Minji Park. Right to left. Has she hit it hard enough? I don't think she was trying to get too greedy on this particular hole. Just walking away with a par. So she'll have that to remain at 2 shots behind our leader, Hana Jeong. And Ming Choi might be the first person we have seen so far in the 14th hole to get anywhere near the putting surface. Long birdie attempt. Is it in? Oh! How could that ball stay out? She definitely got robbed on that one. What a beautiful putt by Ming Choi. Looking at the stats for yesterday, there was only 1 birdie all day. All right, here's our leader, Hana Jeong, getting ready for her tee shot on the 14th hole. Got to be feeling really good after that chip in birdie on the 13th. Fairway hit percentage is 80%, and it's going left. And excellent tee shot. That ball has gone a long way. Quite happy with that result, I'm sure. On this rather difficult 14th, you have to make sure that you hit it as far as you can. Going straight up the hill. Very accurate with her tee shot. That's one thing we've noticed with Choi. Not been intimidated by anyways by playing with a veteran like Hana Jang as well as Jeongeun. Currently averaging about 250 yards with her tee shot. Oh, and that's found herself in the fairway bunker, and that's going to be an extremely difficult shot to get anywhere near the green from where she ended up. May have tried to get a little more distance and pull the left, but bunker may have saved her from actually going into water hazard. So go back to the 14th. Jeongeun in a rather unfamiliar territory, going off last. Also bogeyed this hole yesterday. And lost it out to the right. So anything going to the right on this particular hole is going to have a long distance to cover for the second shot. So final group making their way onto the fairway for their second shot on the 14th, and now we go to the 18th. This is Soyeon Ryu. Birdie, stay, and just breaking away from the hole at the last second. Still not a bad day. Clean it up for par there. Remain at 2 under par for the tournament. Let's see what she can do in the moving day tomorrow. No problem for Minji to remain at 6 under par. 2 behind Hana. Rather overcast day here at Sky 72. We are expecting a little bit of rain tonight. And looking at the leaderboard, Hana Jang all alone at 8 under par, 4 under for the day. And Minji Park also had a very hot end, front 9 at 4 under par. HANA Financial Group Championship Round 2 action continues from Sky 72. We'll be back after these messages. Stay with us. All right, let's take a look at the 16th hole, par 4, 340 meters, going straight up the hill. There is a water hazard on the left side, but unless you really hook the ball, you probably don't have to worry about that. But you need to get yourself in the landing zone about 120 meters to get yourself in a good position for a middle to short iron onto the green. And always, 16th has been a difficult pin, as yesterday was rated the second hardest hole. And bunkers on the left and right. Always a very challenging hole with a lot of ridges to negotiate. So it is one of the more difficult holes to find a birdie. Yesterday, only giving up 4 birdies. And that's where our second place player, Ming Park, who's currently 4 under for the day and 6 under par for the tournament, and a good swing. And a solid, confident swing by Ming Park. And that will leave herself a really good opportunity to go after the pin. And Han Ji, long par putt, no problem there. So Han Ji just won't go away. Staying level par for the tournament, level par today, and 3 under par for the tournament. Jeongeun Ko, 3 over par in the second round. Needs to find a little bit of magic. How about a birdie? There was only 1 birdie yesterday on the 14th hole. Oh, and it's just going way left. And very similar to where Yeon was. And ball bending quite a bit to the left, and let's go to Hyun Choi in the fairway bunker. Trying to figure out what kind of lie she has drawn in that fairway bunker. She has about 150 yards, and that's going to come up quite a bit short, but that's about as good as you can do from there. And I think Hyun should be very happy with that result. So we'll need to rely on her short game to save a par. Also, about 138 meters now she's completely come out of that swing. That means she has gone right and into the bunker. So that might be the first time she may be in trouble of giving away a shot. All right, 99. A really good opportunity for a birdie on this short par 4. 15th hole was the 3rd easiest hole yesterday and has gone up the top plateau. Going straight up the hill. Now heading Kim on the 17th. Quite similar to where Soyeon Roo was for her birdie. Oh, straight downhill all the way and made it. All right. After that double bogey on the 9th hole, and slowly climbed back. So she's only 1 over par for the tournament. Ming Choi with her second shot, and that has come up well short. So Nadian An was the only player in this group able to hit it hard enough to get that ball on top plateau. And Ming Choi will be disappointed once she goes and finds that ball in the bottom shallow green. Let's take a look at the Player of the Year award point list. Choi is leading with 429 points. In first place with Yeon Kim, well behind, almost 90 points behind at 327. But if you look at the prize money list, Yeon Kim in sole possession with 713 million won. Almost 200 million won ahead of Hyun Park, who's won twice. And Hee Jung-lim, winless, but still has been very consistent. Now the Rookie of the Year award. And on you, almost running away with it was Hyun, who finished with a par on the 18th hole at 3 under par for the tournament. And the average stroke average, Yeon Kim also in first place at 69.3. With Sun Obey, who has returned to JLPGA, 69.97. And Hee Jung-lim just a point behind, 69.98. We did have some rain forecasted. Was expecting to come down around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it has been pushed back. And what a great shot. If you compare that shot that Song Yeon had to Jeongeun Ko, it's the reason why Jeongeun Ko is so good at her short game and giving herself a reasonable par chance here. And again, yesterday, this was rated the hardest hole with only one birdie all day. Ming Choi, long birdie attempt. Wow, good speed. So this is the kind of putt that even though you may not make it, it gives you pretty good feeling knowing that you have a really good putting touch going. And she's had a pretty good day today. Ming Choi staying right there, keep 2 under par for the day. And with trouble coming up for Hana Jang out of the greenside bunker on the 14th, a lot could happen on that top of the leaderboard. And Choi just wasn't able to hit it hard enough, and that ball may roll back with that false front. And you'd have to ask yourself whether she has selected the right shot to get that ball closer to the hole, which was straight uphill. Let's see what kind of bunker shot Hana has. Taking a mighty swing. And that is a very good bunker shot given the not much green to work with and ball running away from you. So she'll have that to save a par to remain 2 shots clear of Minji Park, who is currently at 6 under par. Hana at 8 under par. Not in, trying to climb into the tie for second place with Minji Park. That's just a frustrating result for Nadia Nan. After that gorgeous second shot. But still just 3 shots out of the lead. We'll go back to the 14 par 4, Choi. Long par putt coming up. Oh my goodness. Never a doubt. Staying right there still, despite all the difficulties she's had today. Just giving away 1 shot, 1 over par for today. Getting a little pat on the back by her caddy. 135-yard shot for Minji Park. Oh, that is not a bad shot. From her reaction, it looked like she ended up with a much worse result than we have seen. But that will be a downhill putt for her. All right, Hana John. Not a problem whatsoever for our leader. Again, only one bogey yesterday, no bogey today. Four under for today, 8 under par. For the tournament, 2 shots cleared of Minji Park. This has been a very familiar circumstances for Jeongeun. Constantly faced with a sizable par saving putt. Oh. So in this final group, Hyun and Hana both faced with a difficult par putt, was able to negotiate a very difficult par saving putt, but Jeongeun once again now has given away all the shots she had yesterday. Our overnight leader is 4 over par for the day and level par for the tournament. And Hana Jang again 8 under par all alone, and Minji Park doing very well, coming up for a birdie on the 16th hole, and Hyun 4 under today. And So Yeon Roo, don't count this lady out, 2 under par for the day and 2 under for the tournament. And Hyoju Kim looking to make some moves tomorrow at 1 under par, and Nyan Choi, what a familiar name that is. We'll be back after these messages. Stay with us. And welcome back to HANA Financial Group Championship Round 2 action. Mike Kim with you. And we're happy that you've joined us. And stay with us as we continue to bring you the live action from Sky 72 Ocean Course. And let's take a look at the 15th hole. 15th hole, par 4. It's very simple. A lot of bunkers, but players will try to set themselves up for a good second shot. The landing zone is about 80 meters on the pins currently, and the top plateau you see on the right side. And many of the players will be taking dead aim at the hole, trying to get a birdie. And 15 was rated the third easiest hole yesterday, yielded 16 birdies. So anytime you can walk away with a birdie, it will be a really good opportunity as they head toward the 16th, which is rated the second hardest hole yesterday. And most of the players will be opting to go with fairway wood as Hana Jeong, our leader, by 2 shots. And looks like she's hit it nicely to the left side. Just showing a lot of confidence. Her swing, her demeanor, and everything is going right for Hana Jeong after winning the SK Networks tournament down at Jeju Island. Fighting the wind and a cold condition. And again, players also faced with a very cool condition. They are expecting a little bit of rain coming down later this afternoon through the evening hours, so that may have something, will pose a little bit of issue tomorrow on a moving day for the players. Hyun Choi after that excellent par putt. Also a really good tee shot. You know that it is a good tee shot when the player just simply picks up the tee after their shot. And again, all the players make sure that they get themselves warm, stay warm in between the shot. All right, Jeongeun, only 4 holes left. Probably can't wait for this round to be over, but not before at least walk away with a couple birdies. Has fallen 8 shots behind our leader, Hana Jeong, who is playing alongside her. So our final group has come off the tee on the 15th hole. Let's go to the 16th. And Choi, and that is in the hole. What a gorgeous chip shot. First birdie today, 1 over par for the tournament. 1 over today and 1 under par for the tournament. And there were only 4 birdies all day yesterday, so have to be happy with that shot. Now, Yeon. Song-yi. This will get her into 3 under and 5 shots out of her current leader, Hana Jeong. The players are just having difficulty reading that green. Everything is going left, especially going downhill. And that has to help Minji Park as she comes up with also a birdie putt from a similar position. All right, Hyun Choi from the 15th. Needs to almost force yourself to hit as hard enough to get that ball on that top shelf, and she has. Hyun Choi won just about all the awards that the KLPGA had to hand out, except Rookie of the Year award winner. award, which she wasn't eligible, but now Jeongeun Ko at 97 yards, need to fly about 96 yards. And coming back with the backspin. That backspin has definitely hurt her. So nothing seems to be going Jeongeun Ko's way today. All right, our leader, Hana John. Another good swing. And stay right there. So she will have an uphill, about 25-footer coming up for a birdie on the 15th hole. And again, Hana Financial Group Championship playing without the benefit of the gallery. It's such a shame that the fans are not able to see this exciting golf action in person. And Minji Park has taken some note on what Song Yeon did with her birdie attempt. And now, all of a sudden, she is just a shot out of the lead. That is her 5th birdie of the day. And wow. 8 under par for Hana Jung, but Minji Park has served notice that she is not going to be backing down whatsoever. But just a beautiful birdie putt coming up. One of the few players that have really been able to read that break from right to left. Another beautiful look of Sky 72 Ocean Course. On the right is the 9th green. On the left is the 18th green. We'll look at the order of the prize money. Hyoju Kim all alone at top. 200 million won ahead of Gyeong Park, but keep in mind, but this tournament is the winner's prize money is 300 million won. So Hana Jung at 386 million won. Should she win it, and Hyoju Kim finishes out of top 10. One more tournament coming up next week, and that could be a deciding factor in terms of who wins the money order. So this is becoming a very exciting tournament, not just in terms of the big prize money given away, but a lot of awards on the line right here at Hana Financial Group Championship. Jeongeun Ko going straight up the hill, right to left break. And oh, she's made it. So a bit of a sigh of relief. A bounce back from the 14th. So it has taken a long time to find herself a birdie somewhere on this golf course. All right, Ming Choi with 130 meters, 143 yards, going straight up the hill. This is her second shot on the 16. And comes up short. And that's going to be a difficult chip shot. With a big swing. All right, Hyun Choi. Left to right and hit it right through the break. Hyun was the closest to the pin. 99. Also on the 16th. Much closer than Ming Choi. Just 134 yards. Looks like a pretty good contact. And that's a good shot and a good result, going straight up the hill putt. One of the few putts that we have seen on the 16th hole that will be an uphill putt for a birdie opportunity. But let's go to the 17th. Minji Park was able to steal a shot there on the 16th with a birdie. And that's a good looking shot there. Another opportunity to get into a top of the leaderboard, climb into first place along with Hana Jeong. Speaking of Hana, also getting ready for a birdie attempt on the 15th hole. Might have hit it just a little too hard, gotten a little aggressive. Hana is the type of person, type of player that just will not back down. And hit it right through the break. Knows that she had to hit it hard enough to get that ball to the hole, but may have hit it just a little too hard. Back to 16th. We saw one chip in a little while ago. Let's see a second one. No, but great chip shot. Excellent touch. Really impressed by the way Ming Choi has been able to carry herself. Nicely done. All right. Even with a little bit of issues with her eye. Feeling really good. All right, 99. Left it out to the right all the way. Having a good round today. Four birdies and 2 bogeys. Ming Choi with her caddy just looking from all different directions. Taking no chances. This is to stay within 4 shots of our leader, Hana Jeong. And for par on the 16th. Second hardest hole yesterday, rated average 4.37. Nicely done. Well done, Ming Gyeong. So makes her way over to the 16th. Curious to see how Minji Park did with her tee shot on the 17th hole. As our final group makes their way onto the 16th, par 4. And finally, Jeongeun Ko's been able to grab the honor on the 16th hole. And birdie yesterday on this same hole. It was one of the 4 birdies that was scored all day yesterday. And Jeongeun would love to get a back-to-back birdie to get herself into some position where she could make some moves tomorrow. 82% in driving accuracy. That's one part of the game that she has not had any issues today. And here's our leader, Hana Jang. Very good tee shot. Solid tee shot on the right edge. And Choi, who tried to make some swing changes in the early part of the season, realized that it was just a very difficult effort, so has given up at that attempt and has gone back to her old swing, but has committed that she will try to make changes that will allow her to be a much better golfer, a swing that can stay with her for a long time. And you always wonder why the players make those changes to their swings, particularly after having such a great success last year. All right, Minji Park. This is to tie Hana Jung. Left to right, break, and just it wasn't hard enough. That's definitely a missed opportunity for Minji as she makes her way onto the 18th hole par 5. Another good opportunity to get another birdie. 99 has gone on to the 17th hole par 3. Nadine is sneaky long with her iron game. 7 iron and a good shot. That is about as good as you can do without going in, and from that position it'll be just a straight uphill putt. Needs to make sure she hits that putt hard enough, which Minji Park wasn't able to do. And Ming Choi now next on the 17th hole, getting ready for her tee shot. Gyeong 2 under par for the day, 4 under for the tournament. Also going with the 7 iron. There's that beautiful swing. And that is not a bad tee shot at all. From that position will be a slightly downhill for the players. All right, Minji Park, only 1 shot out of the lead. Needs to hit it, find that fairway, and looks like she has found the left side of the rough, but shouldn't be an issue. Minji, who's won 4 times on the KLPGA Tour. Currently 5th on the money list. Has already won once this year. Okay, Choi. Good looking tee shot. Right in the middle fairway. Unu, who chipped it in for a birdie on the 16th. One of the rare birdies that we see at the 16th hole. Let's go back to the 16th hole and our final group with Jeongeun Ko and Hyun Choi and Hana Jang.
130에서 135m
Of course,
사이에 세 선수가 다 모여 있습니다.
reporter
그래서
Dana
핀의
Kang
위치는 약간 왼쪽 앞핀이고요.
reporting on their second shot for the final group. And it doesn't look like the players having that difficult position for the second shot here. And Jeongeun Choi, similar to they had the first round. And if you look carefully, there is a bit of an angle, so the ball will be sitting slightly above the stance. Got to guard yourself and making sure that you do not pull it too far to the left. A lot of trouble on the left side with bunkers, with rough. And may have lost it out too far to the right. That is going to be a difficult putt coming up. Jeon has to be disappointed. All right, Jeongeun. Also, the ball sitting just slightly above. Now, 143 yards for their shot. And that is just an excellent shot. A little bit right to left putt coming up. All right, Hana Jang in the best position. Oh, in the first cut. And that's a good control shot for her, but that ball will roll off the green in that false front. So not the kind of result that Hana Jang was looking at, but I think she probably has a really good short game to be able to save at least a par. All right, Ming Choi coming down just slightly and sliding by the left edge. Still good effort, good touch. And Ming Choi somehow has been able to find her game from last week's SK Networks tournament in Jeju. All right, Yeon. Got to put herself in a good position for her to set up for the third shot onto the green. Sitting side by side with another player playing along with her. And all eyes are on Minji Park, who is just a shot out of the lead. Taking a very aggressive cut at it. And this is the type of hole that you have got to walk away with a birdie. 18th hole yesterday was rated 6th easiest hole and gave away 19 birdies yesterday. 19. All right, 99 getting ready for her birdie on the 17th hole, par 3. Oh, an excellent putt. So 3 under par in the back 9. And yet another birdie opportunity coming up on the 18th hole, par 5. Now she is just 2 shots out of the lead, only 1 shot behind Minji Park. We're witnessing some great golf today with Hana Jang all alone at top. Minji Park is 7 under par, and 99 has climbed into sole 3rd position. And tied for 4th is Ming Choi playing along with 99, and Arin Kim, who finished earlier today, with 6 under par. HANA Financial Group Championship Round 2 action continuing right here. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages. And we're back to Sky 72 Ocean Course where the HANA Financial Group Championship Round 2 action is continuing. Mike Kim with you as we bring you the second round action. And the final group has come to the 16th hole. And Hana Jeong has elected to go with the putter. And wow, she has hit it right through the break. And now she's going to have a very delicate downhill par putt coming up. Not sure why she had elected to go with the putter. She certainly was able to chip it in on the 13th hole par 5 to take a 2-shot lead at that time. Now we'll go back to the 17th hole par 3. And Han Sol-ji veteran Han Sol-ji, who's playing on the 7th year on the KLPGA Tour, has won once. Would love to win this tournament to make her second win. And that was a really good shot. Currently rated 21st on the money list. Secured her car for next year. Now Choi from a long birdie attempt. You never know. Hyun has always surprised a lot of players. Oh, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Just when you thought that she has no chance of getting a birdie, she gives herself a really good look. It might be the second time that she has hit the pin and come out today. She made a long birdie putt on the second hole to really get herself in a good position. Diane Lee also for birdie on the 18th, where she got on in 2. And this time will be an easy par for Diane. Not a big player, but boy, she packs a lot of power in that swing. And she will also make it into the weekend play, as she'll finish with this par putt on the 18th, the final hole. So it had a bit of an up and down day. Keep an eye on that lady. Jeongeun with the birdie. Looking for a back-to-back birdie. Oh. That ball did not come back as she had thought. Being very careful not to step on Hana Jung's line. And that would have given her some really good momentum going into the 17th and 18th. This is exactly where Minji Park, our second place player, it was when she made her birdie attempt. Needs to make sure hit it firm enough to the right edge. And that was left all the way. So Minji may have been the only player all day was able to read that line properly and walk away with a birdie. So now she will be tied with Minji Park, who is currently on the 18th hole. And that bogey right there is also the first bogey for Hana Jang today. Our 18th hole, Song Yeon getting ready for her third shot. Good looking shot, good looking swing, and just powered it through, but we'll have a decent birdie attempt coming up. All right, Minji Park and her caddy trying to figure out the wind direction. It's just a solid swing by Minji Park. Minji quietly has won 4 times since making her debut in October 2016, professional debut. Our co-leader, Minji. And that's got to be a disappointing result for Minji. That ball was right at the pin all the way, but it has spun back. And we'll have a sizable putt for birdie. All right, Sejin Park. This is to get her 1 under par for the tournament. And yes, sir, she has done that. Sejin, who changed her name in the middle of the season. And I've heard a lot of players trying to make changes to turn their game around, making change to the coach or the equipment, but their name, that might be the first time. It certainly worked on that 17th hole birdie putt. Now Solji would love to also walk away with a birdie. Setting up for the left to right break. And she hit it hard enough and may have read the break just a little too much. So Hanso will remain at 3 under par for the tournament. And that's a very clean card in the back nine. A quiet round in the back nine. All right, Minji Park, our co-leader. Thanks to a bogey by Hana Jang on the 16th. Now looking to grab the sole lead. It's a good-looking putt. And just sliding by. Well, can't be too disappointed with that round today. Minji, 500 today. And with no bogeys, that is just an unbelievable round. Under a very difficult, cool temperature. Wind did kick up a little bit this morning. All right, Song Yeon. Good looking putt and hanging by the edge again. Recall that she did the same thing on the 10th hole. With a couple more rolls on the 10th and the 18th hole, she would be sitting right there, 4 under par. But still, not a bad round. Good day. This group playing very well. And a Choi. A simple par putt coming up to go into the clubhouse at 1 under par for the tournament. Our final group getting ready for their tee shot on the 17th hole, par 3. And Jeongeun will be the first one to go. This hole has yielded some birdies today. Yesterday, though, it was the 5th hardest hole, averaging 3.27. But today, with the pin position, a little more accessible. 19th pace from the front. Good ball flight. Like this. Stay right there. And we'll have a decent run at it. Jeongeun, who double bogeyed the 9th hole. 2 unforced errors on a back-to-back basis. Really put herself in a very difficult position as she made the turn and has not been really able to get anything going except for a birdie on the 15th, which was a bit unexpected. Hyun Choi. The club selection will be really important. Now, with this group on the 17th hole, we're not seeing too much wind. All right, Hyun is going with the 7-iron. Going right at it. Right at it. And that is a good shot. Good tee shot by Hyun. So she will have a little bit of downhill putt. But every player from that position has missed to the left edge of the green, to the hole. Now our co-leader, Hana Jang. Also going with a 7-iron. Oh, this is going way right. It's not looking good. And almost similar to where Soyeon-Roo was. Just came out of that swing. All right, Ming Choi on the 18th hole. All right, pull a little bit left and short, but still that's a pretty good position for a birdie attempt. Playing along with Min-sun Kim 5. All right, 99. Was won once on the KLPGA Tour. Won this year for her maiden win. And that's a pretty good shot. Currently ranked 11th on the money list on the KLPGA Tour. Had to wait 6 years before hosting her first trophy on the KLPGA Tour. And a lot of these players are very much well aware that this tournament is the largest prize money tournament and will have a huge impact in the prize money. But let's take a look at the leaderboard once again. Hana John and Minji Park tie for first place to 7 under par, and Minji Park in the clubhouse with a 5 under par 67 comfortably. And Ming Choi looking at another birdie attempt. HANA Financial Group Championship Round 2 action continuing from Sky 72 Golf Resort Ocean Course. Stay with us as we bring you more exciting action. Welcome back to the HANA Financial Group Championship Round 2 action. Mike Kim alongside with you as we bring you the second round action from the Sky 72 Ocean course. And we find our co-leader, Hana Jeong, on the 17th. Par 3. Bit of a wayward shot and getting ready for that long birdie attempt. And blowing by quite a bit. And the players are just not able to see that bit of a downhill from where they are from that position. And Soyeon Ryu was also there, but was able to save a par. But now, Hana Jeong faced with yet another tester coming up for par putt. Back to 18th hole, Ming Choi would love to get a birdie right here to go into the clubhouse at 5 under par. Only 2 shots out of the lead, and that comes up a bit short. So the 18th hole was the sixth easiest hole for the players yesterday, but we have not seen too many birdies here so far during the telecast. All right, Jeongeun, let's make this birdie putt. Get it there. And nicely done. And she'll have that to remain at 1 under par for the tournament, but 3 over par for the day. She was really derailed by the double bogey on the 9th hole. And 99. Coming off her birdie on the 18th hole. All right, can she get that birdie and never hit it? She did not have any pace on that whatsoever. That a player is just not reading these greens properly. All right, Hyun Choi. After that excellent tee shot, trying to get back to 3 under where she started. And love it. Right there is where she needed. So 17th hole has given away some birdies, and Hyun could not be more happy to find that birdie on the 17th hole, the second to final hole for her day. Now, if she can just get another birdie on the 18th, all right, Hana. Oh, was there ever a doubt? As she has just been able to find some magic touch around the greens, on the greens, especially off the greens with her chip shots. All right, final group making their way onto the 18th hole, par 5. That leaderboard is getting really packed. Min-sun Kim 5. This is for her birdie to make it 1 over par for the tournament, and all 3 players coming up short. You see those ball markers? All right, Min-sun Kim 5 will make it into the weekend play, but still disappointing round with 4 bogeys and no birdies. So we'll have to get very busy tomorrow in the 3rd round to get her back into the top 10 contention. All right, 99. Just quietly found herself a 6 under par for the tournament. 3 under yesterday, 3 under today. Nicely done, Nadine. And Ming Choi also has had a good day. All right, Ming also back-to-back 2 under par. And Ming Choi also looking for her first win of her career. Good friend of Sungyeon Park, former #1 player in the world. Also won the U.S. Women's Open. Choi was having a good round yesterday until coming up on the 18th hole and found herself a bogey on the 18th and very disappointed. Shot out of the lead overnight. But with the birdie on the 17th, a timely birdie to get back to where she started. But if there is one person who could really use a birdie right here, would be this lady, Jeongeun. He started out with 4 under par for the day. Ever so steady with her swing. Also, Jeongeun making that swing change with her swing coach. And Jeongeun and So-Yeon-Roo both have expressed that this will be their final tournament in Korea. They will make their way to the States and get ready to play on the LPGA Tour. Here's our co-leader, Hana Jang. Always that powerful swing. Birdie yesterday on this hole. Would love to walk away with another birdie. Sky 72 Ocean course is looking so beautiful, especially in the late fall season. With all that cattail. And the unfortunate part is that we are not able to welcome the fans back due to COVID-19. An-Sol-Ji with her third shot. Wow, nicely done. And she'll have an uphill putt for birdie to go 4 under par for the tournament. An-Sol, who won in 2017 for her lone win on the KLPGA Tour, is doing fairly well. Currently 21st in the money order on the KLPGA Tour. A bit of a punch shot for Sejin Park. Oh, nice. Well done, Sejin. So she'll have a tap-in birdie coming up. Taking that huge divot. All right, Sejin Park playing along with. Now, let's go to the second shot. The final group coming up for Jeongeun and Choi with Hana Jang. And Jeongeun will be first one to go. Ball slightly sitting above their feet. Might be going just a little bit left. But you cannot afford to go right. There's water hazard lurking all the way. And I don't know how many times we've seen these players getting too aggressive with their second shot and find themselves in a very awkward stance. Now, Sejin Park, after that beautiful third shot, will go first. We'll tap it in for a birdie. All right, Sejin, back-to-back birdie on the 17th and 18th hole. 2 under par, not too bad. Right hedge in. From the rough. And this is one of the things that I have mentioned, that you see that red stake on the right? Yeah, you can't get too greedy with this shot. You've got to guard yourself from not going too far to the right, because that right side will run definitely toward the hole, and you could lose a shot or two in a hurry. And veteran like Hana Jeong knows not to go anywhere near that right side. So let's see what kind of line that Choi has drawn. Second round action coming to closure. And as we get ready for the third round, the weather is supposed to be fairly decent, but on Sunday it's supposed to be very, very cold. Good roll. Very good roll for a birdie attempt. And has elected to go ahead and finish it out, Woo-Jung Kim, playing along with Han-Sol-ji. And 3 over par, but she will make the cut into the weekend play. Han-Sol-ji getting ready for a birdie to get within 3 shots of the leader. Oh, and a good birdie putt. Well done, Han-Sol. So keeping that ship steady, and finally getting that birdie, the lone birdie on the back 9, but a clean card and a good 4 under par score for Han-Sol-ji. So she will be looking for only the 2nd win of her career. And now on the right side, we see that Choi. It's going to be a bit awkward going right over the water hazard. What a beautiful hole this is. Seeing a lot of drama being written here during the 11 years the LPGA tournament was played. Also sponsored by HANA Group. And hedge in. Very careful in getting ready. Let's see who's going to go first. And it appears that Jeongeun has elected to go first. Furthest out. She could definitely put a lot of spin. Currently 1 under par for the tournament, 3 over for the day for Jeongeun. And at about 110 yards. Looking pretty good. Right at it. And again comes up short. Disappointed with that result. But that's been her story all day. Coming up short. Hana Jeong. You can bet that she's going to get very aggressive with her swing. Maybe going a little left to the pin. Oh, nice. Well, you knew that she was going to go very aggressive, take data aim, but looking to get another birdie to take a sole possession of the lead going into the clubhouse. HANA Jeong are defending champion of the HANA Financial Group Championship from last year. Just showing some incredible confidence in her swing. Now, Choi, gotta be very careful and make sure that you do not hit it too far behind that ball. Letting that hand go, and let's see what happened in here. And comes up short to the left. And that should not be too much of an issue, but still, it's not the kind of result that Hyun Choi was probably thinking as she was standing on the tee box at the 18th hole. Second round action coming to a closure here at Sky 72 Ocean Course. I hope that you will continue to stay with us as we bring you exciting third round action tomorrow. Same place right here. And let's take a look at the shot of the day. And were you surprised by this selection? What a gorgeous chip in, and that catapulted her into the first place all alone at 8 under par. What a gorgeous chip shot that was. And never really relinquished her momentum until the bogey on a 16th hole. But another look. That bounce in front of the green took some speed off. And always the person to show a lot of motion on her sleeve. And Choi also chipped it in off the 16th green. And one of the few birdies that we saw other than Minji Park. And let's go back to the 18th. And our final group on the 18th green. And Hyun Choi probably will go first, has the longest putt coming up. And HANA Jeong looking at an excellent birdie opportunity, maybe about a 4 or 5 footer. Maybe shorter. And that will put herself in the 8 under par, one shot clear of Minji Park. And good position to once again to be able to defend her title. HANA Jeong, who was in a heated battle with Yeon Lee last year in a final round and was able to beat Yeon by a shot when Yeon missed that birdie attempt on the 18th hole and the final day. Now Hyun Choi, after coming out of that rough on the right side, just couldn't get too aggressive with her third shot. Well, we've seen a lot of players coming up short, just not able to get the speed right. Let's see if she can. Beautiful putt. And that is just a gorgeous putt from that position. So she will walk away with a par and level par for the day and 3 under par for the tournament. Jeongeun winless in 2020 season. Just not able to get off on a good start. But when you think about it, she is still #1 in the Player of the Year award list, which means she has been very consistent, except for one tournament in the last 16 tournaments. She has finished in top 10 every single tournament. All right, number one player in the world, Jeongeun needs to get a shot back. And pulled it just a little left. So that has not been her day today. All right, closes out a long day. 3 over par for the day. Could have been worse. Her caddy, David Brooker. Consoling her and probably getting ready for that moving day tomorrow. All right, here's Hana Jeong. Currently tied for the lead with Minji Park. All right, getting ready for birdie for sole possession to go into the clubhouse as an overnight leader. And Hana Jeong has done it. So she is going to be our overnight leader into the clubhouse. 8 under par. A really great round for Hana, continuing her successful way after winning the SK Networks tournament last week at Jeju Island. And our defending champion showing great round and just witnessed some great golf today from these ladies. Let's look at the leaderboard one more time. Hana Jeong all alone at top at 8 under par after 4 under for the day. But Minji Park 5 under par today at 7 under. But 99, surprise 99 also is 6 under par, and 3 players at 4 under par, and this is going to be shaped up to be a really good round. Well, thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you'll join us tomorrow as we continue with the HANA Financial Group Championship. As we close out the second round action of the HANA Financial Group Championship from Sky 72 Ocean Course, we will take a look at the highlights for the second round action one more time before we bid adieu. As we get ready to show you the highlights from the round 2 action, showing the leaderboard, and the cut has been made at 5 over. Head on you, the current number 1 in the Rookie of the Year award list, has had a very tough time here at Sky 72 Ocean Course. All right, Minji Park on the 8th hole, that long par 3. Was able to go back-to-back on 7th and 8th hole with a birdie. There's 99. Rolled it in for a beautiful birdie. Started off way right of the hole. A lot of body English there. And this is Jeongeun. This is how she ended up with a double bogey, pulling that second shot from the fairway, coming up way short. And from here again, was not able to get that ball closer to the hole and ended up with a double bogey after missing that bogey putt. Meanwhile, while Jeongeun was having all sorts of problems, Hana Jang was red hot, and she wasn't finished with that birdie on the 10th. Great approach, and read that birdie putt beautifully and was able to roll it in, just sneaked it in on the right edge. And 99 finished a 6 under par for the tournament. 2 shots out of the lead, and that was one of the reasons why she was able to stay on top. Chipped it in nicely, going back to back birdie on 11th and 12th hole. And this 13th hole, par 5, was selected as one of the 2 shot of the day. And that catapulted her into 8 under par, 2 shots clear of the lead at the time. But Minji Park wasn't finished, and she was one of the only players who really was able to read that break properly and got a birdie on the 16th, one of the rare birdies we saw. 99 also not finished. 17th hole. And using that slope, and ended up with a really good birdie attempt and did not miss that opportunity. So that allowed her to finish at 6 under par for the tournament. And Hana Jang, there's our leader. Right there is where she ended up and rolled that in for birdie. And she finished at 8 under par for the tournament. All right, we hope that you enjoyed the second round action of the HANA Financial Group Championship. I hope you can come back and enjoy the third round action, the moving day for the HANA Financial Group Championship. We hope that you enjoyed it. Stay with us and and we'll see you tomorrow as we continue the HANA Financial Group Championship action right here. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. So long, everybody.